How we doing, guys? Cam Johnson here on behalf of Torque Fitness. I have Miss Afton Johnson and we have our brand new M1 tank. Notice how we're using our V straps. We have a upper body focus workout. We're gonna show you guys what's gonna be our very first movement. So as we prepare for our very first movement, notice how we are focusing in this case on a bicep high curl. So we're going to instruct Miss Afton to be able to be in a staggered stance. My right foot is forward. My palms are in a supinated position, soft knees. She's going to pull and control, getting that tank to cover close to her body. Then she'll shift to a split stance, and then she'll push herself right back, and then repeat. Notice how each and every repetition, she resets that stance. At any moment in time, based on your participant, you can change your resistance. Right now, Afton's at a 2. I could ask her on a scale of 1 to 10, what does that resistance feel like? If she says a 5, that means we will bump it up to a 3 or add ourselves a plate. Always make sure form is never compromised. Right here is perfect. So next objective is going to be our tricep dip into reverse sled push. So the first thing I'm going to instruct Miss Afton to do is flip her handles. Pay close attention to where her palms go because she's going to set herself up for a dip. Also pay attention to her hips. She'll get into full range of motion, drop it down. She'll extend up, come back down, and then push. Set your base and repeat. Good. Drop down, 1 step. 2 step, stand tall and repeat. Notice how each and every repetition, 1, she stays under tension. 2, she returns back to that neutral base. Go get you some. So we're gonna begin to show our next movement variation, which is gonna be our quadruped single arm toe rope pull. Her shoulders are directly on top of her wrists. Her hips stay right on top of her knees. She's going to stay stationary and cover ground by each pull. So she's gonna stick with just her right arm, a big reach and a big pull, trying to keep the other 3 pillars of her body frozen. Naturally, that right hip in this case is gonna wanna lift, but we wanna make sure that it stays parallel to the floor. We are preparing for our next movement variation. We have our V strap, we have our M1 tank, and we have our athlete. She is going to put herself shoulders on top of wrists, hips on top of knees. That strap is always gonna be in her outside arm as we're facing this direction. So she's gonna pull with her left arm and then she's gonna fly and extend, laterally bear crawl, reset that same base, reset that same resistance in preparation to cover ground. Hips are parallel to the floor. Very calculated movement, making sure that you get set with that base. Good. All right, guys, the stage is set for our last movement in this upper body focused workout. We're gonna have Miss Afton with our V strap and our M1 tank get into a side step or side shuffle position. She wants to make sure that her arm is fully extended, and then we're gonna fly to our chest or midline, and then I wanna laterally step and then create that same exact motion. Always make sure that you pay attention to your resistance for your participant. Awesome. Breaking it into those 2 movements. Open and close, open and close. So that concludes today's workout. Afton, awesome job. You did a good job making sure you kept good form. We hope you guys do the same. But one thing you want to remember, no matter what, don't quit ever. Good work.